Okay. Hope everybody had a good Christmas. It's December 26th. And so I'm just doing this video because we had 1,500 accidents in Minnesota over the last few days here. The roads were the slickest I've ever seen it in years. I don't know what's going on with the Department of Transportation, but all I know is that I've had problems with them before. I've had problems with them, the Department of Transportation. Sometimes I've had them in Texas. I was having issues with them where they were blocking off the roads for no reason at all when I was trying to travel. I have videos of that on my site. They're in the short clips. So I've had problems with the Department of Transportation before, and we're having problems with the Department of Transportation here. It was the kind of conditions where they should have sanded. It was, with the temperatures and everything. So if they did not sand and put salt down, that's total negligence. And I mean, I'm hearing that there's about 34 deaths on top of it. 1,500 accidents and 34 deaths is what I was getting. So I was in an accident. Somebody just slid into me, just minor. But then now we're trying to call USAA, and they're not picking up either, yesterday and today. So we're just trying to report. He has full coverage, and we're just trying to report it. And so I don't know if you, and then the other thing about the Department of Transportation, I don't know if you remember this, but they're in Arizona. The Department of Transportation was involved in the supposed investigation of Isaac Cappy's death, where he supposedly jumped over a bridge. So I and I don't, nobody ever got any kind of real story as to what happened with him, and I believe the Department of Transportation was involved in a cover-up there. So I think that people need to know how corrupt the Department of Transportation is. This is scary because they're responsible for our roads, and they're responsible for road investigations. And if they're corrupt, you can't trust them for doing any of these things properly. That's I've had issues with them before. One time I was walking in the park here, and a DOT vehicle was just sitting there staring at me. And I'm just like, okay, are you looking at something? It was just weird stuff like that. And so I'm going to try to call USAA, but they aren't picking up. And I've had issues with USAA before too. And in Texas, I had a flat tire because it was so hot out there. My tires were going flat sooner. Anytime you're in the heat, the tires go flat sooner. And so I had an issue there, and so I was calling them. I had the coverage for it. I had the towing coverage, and they weren't. And I was waiting for like an hour in the heat with hardly any water, and that happened twice in Texas with USAA. So here I am, a veteran. I'm not only a veteran, I'm an honorable veteran with like 4 awards, like nothing but good things on my record. And, I'm not some kind of and then I expose this huge crime. And, these companies are just embarrassing themselves, how corrupt they are. I mean, this is the USAA is supposed to be taking care of the veterans. That was the whole premise on why USAA was started. It was supposed to be, better coverage for government type employees, and now here we are, we can't even get a hold of them. So thankfully nobody was hurt, but all kinds of people were sliding into each other. So I'm going to try calling him right now. And this guy said they're not picking up. The guy that hit me said they're not picking up.
Welcome to USAA. For English, press 1 or stay on the line. Para español, presione asterisco 2.
Okay, so
your call may be monitored or recorded.
He said they were on a holiday.
And quality assurance. To reach an extension, press the pound key. Otherwise, please enter your PIN. Please say or enter the... It doesn't match the information on file. Let's try again. Please enter the 4-digit PIN used to access your accounts on USAA.com. If you don't... Thanks, Deborah. I've also verified the phone you're calling from.
Okay,
That's
so
your product.
anyway, I'm gonna stop this video now. But I mean, we've been trying to report this since yesterday, so hopefully they'll pick up now.